gonna read Round Trip by Ann Jones. Round Trip by Ann Jones. Round Trip by Ann Jones. Okay. We started as soon as it was late. So they started as soon as it was late. Once it's so late, they started to travel. Our neighborhood was quiet. The house is dark. The sun shone on the pond. So the neighborhood was quiet because it's dark still. The houses were dark. The sun shone on the pond. So the houses are dark, but the sun is starting to shine on the pond. So the sun is starting to shine on the pond. Town was empty. The store is still closed, so it's still early in the morning. So it's still. I will. After. So the stores. So the town is empty, and the stores are still closed because it's still early in the morning. So the town is empty. The stores are still closed. So the town is empty, and the stores are still closed. We passed a small farm in the valley. So they passed a small farm in the valley. So they passed a small farm in the valley. So they passed a farm. So look, they passed a farm. So they're passing by a farm. I wonder what else they'll see. So I wonder what else they'll pass by. So far they're passing by a farm. So I wonder what else they'll pass by. And fields of wheat, we counted the cars on a train. And fields of wheat, yeah. And fields of wheat, look. So, and we counted the cars on the train. So let's see how long this train is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 14 train carts long. So look, yeah, there's probably more on the other side that we can't see. But look, the smoke of the train. This train is super long. So they're passing the field. The field is here, and this is the train. So the train is, the smoke is coming out of the train. So far they passed a farm. They passed the field with the train. I wonder what else they'll see. Over here. The road wound through the mountains. Trails led into the woods. So the road wound through the mountains. Trails led into the woods. So look, the road is going onto the mountain. So the road goes through the mountains. So look, the road goes through the mountains. The trails lead into the woods. So these trails lead into the woods. So now they see mountains with trails that lead up to the woods. So look, so now they see mountains with trails that lead into the woods. On the highway, we head for the coast. So now they're on the highway heading for the coast. They're on the highway now. The water was rough, the waves high. So look, the water is super high. Look, the wave is super duper high. Yeah, look, the wave is super high. It's really high. So the wave is very high. We follow the shore past marshy intel and summer cottages. So look, they're passing by small summer cottages. So they see all their houses on their way. So they see all their houses on their trip. So they see other houses on their trip. Then we saw the city. So then they see the city. Look, they see the city building, the city lights. So look, they know they reach because they see the city. They made it to the city. We crossed the bridge. So they crossed a bridge. So they're crossing a bridge. So they're crossing a bridge. And we were there. So they made it to the city. So they made it to the city. So they made it to the city. Look, all the city lights and the city buildings. After parking the car, we rode the subway. So after they parked their car, they went on the subway. Then we went to a movie. So then they went to a movie. So they parked their car, they took the subway, then they went to the movie. And to the top of the tallest building, we looked down. So they went to the top of the tallest building and they looked down. They looked down the tallest building. So they're all the way up on the tall building and they're looking down. We watched as the sun set. Time to turn around. So they're watching from the tall building as the sun set. Now it's time to turn around.
Maybe flip it upside down.
Yes. So now we flip upside down. So now the sky was dark. Lights came on all over the city. So now the sky is dark and lights are coming out in the city. Terrible. So look, now the sky is dark and lights are coming out in the city. back on the street. We looked up at where we had been. So now they are down the building, they're looking up. Before, they were up the building looking down. So now they are down on the street and they're looking up. So now they are down. So now they're back on the street and they're looking up. So now they're on the street and they're looking up. They're on the street, they're looking up at where they were. We had dinner in a restaurant. So now they're having dinner at a restaurant. Before, it was a movie theater. Now it's a restaurant. And picked up our car from the garage. So now this is a garage. So now they're picking up their car. Yes, before it was a subway station. Yes, before it was a subway station, but now it is a garage.
Well, I still see the tracks.
Yes. Good. So now it's a garage. We left the shining starlit city. So now they're leaving the shining starlit city.
That kind of looks like it.
Yeah, so now they're leaving the city.
That one looks like an N.
Oh yes, it looks like the letter N. So now they're leaving the city. Before they were coming, now they are leaving.
No, that's the N.
In the country, telephone poles line the roads. So this is the country and these are telephone poles. These are telephone poles that line the roads. Before this was a bridge. Before this was a bridge. And now these are telephone poles in a country.
Where?
We looked back, searchlights piercing the sky. So now they're looking back at where they were. So now they're looking back at where they were. Yeah. So now they're looking back at where they were. We saw fireworks and stopped to watch. So now they see fireworks. Yes. So now they stopped to watch the fireworks. Before they saw cottages, small little homes, but now they see fireworks. Look, fireworks. Now they see fireworks. So now they see fireworks. As the smoke from the fireworks drifted away and the birds resettled in the trees, we drove on. So now this is smoke from the fireworks. This is smoke from the fireworks. Before, this was the ocean with rough waves. Before this was the ocean with rough waves. Now this is smoke from the fireworks. Now this is smoke from the fireworks. Yeah, so now this is smoke from the fireworks. We went under an expressway. So now this is an expressway. Before it was a highway. Before before it was a highway, but now we went under, they're going under an expressway.
You mean under the highway?
The expressway. Expressway. Now we're going under the expressway.
What?
Lightning flashed across the sky. So now this is lightning flashing across the sky. Before, these were mountains with paths leading to the woods. Before, there were mountains with paths leading into the woods. Now, this is lightning in the sky. So now this is lightning in the sky. It rained hard and puddles formed. So now it's raining hard and puddles are forming, Tyra. So now it's raining hard and puddles are forming. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puddles.
But Ms.Dimitra, before that where the puddles were supposed.
So now it's raining hard and puddles are forming. But before, this was a train with smoke. But now it's raining hard and puddles are starting to form. Yeah, so now it's raining hard and puddles are starting to form. We passed smoky factory, so this is a smoky factory. So now they passed by. So now that, yeah, before it was a farm. You're right. Before it was a farm in the valley. It was a farm in the valley before. But now they are passing the. We passed smoky factory, so now it's a smoky factory. We took the tunnel under the river, so now they took the tunnel under the river. They took the tunnel under the river. But before, town was empty and stores were closed. But now they're going through a town, they're going through a tunnel under a river. Yeah. And saw our moonlit street. So now they're seeing their moonlit street. The street is getting lit by their moon. So now the street is getting lit by the moon. Before, the neighborhood was quiet and the sun was beginning to shine. But now, and soon we saw our moonlit street. So right now here, the moon is shining bright. Before it was the sun and now it's the moon. Home again. So now they are home again. Before they were beginning their trip. And now they are home again. Their trip has ended. The end.